one, might as well die right up with the topic too. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people you're supposed to be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the time, yeah, you know we on the mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. In time, news out to the missiles. in front of you. From the letters of Paul, gon' give us a car. Heard you on the scope, then we came too. It is corner of the week, then topic 1. Might as well die right up in topic 2. And it's Thursday night, better come tune in. Yeah, the rain's on the wall, too wonderful. We going live on the big screen. Tallahassee Camp doing big things. For the people you're not supposed to be fishing. You ain't tuned in, you gon' miss it. Pay attention, man, you better go listen. For the 12, yeah, you know we on a mission. What's going on, yeah, we gon' list it. And time news out to the mission.
You the GOAT, boy. Always keep the feast in remembrance, praising our God with a song in the present. Glorious scars like a chain with a pendant. Spirit of joy I receive, so I'm sending. Spread it to my bros as we find.
With Passover right around the corner, IUIC will now be presenting Passover Boom Cards, the ideal tool used to teach our prophets and princesses the biblical history of Passover. They are also available in English and Spanish, so don't hesitate to grab your very own deck of boom cards at wotw.boomlearning.com/author/IUIC.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. I'm going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in.
Check.
You all right?
Hey,
You all right?
shalom, viewing audience. This is Israel United in Christ, and this is the Writings on the Wall radio show. Hey, I'm your host, Captain Mattathias, and to my right.
Shalom, Israel, I'm Officer Malachi.
Shalom, Israel, I'm Officer Samson.
All right, Israel, I'm Officer David, and this is your place for
End Time News.
All praises. IT, we can't hear anything in our headphones.
At all. Come
Just
on,
to let y'all know that, like any background music, sound effects, all that good stuff. Hey, but we happy to be back. We're
That's
happy to
right.
be
That's
back.
right.
We definitely we got some information we want to share with y'all all today, as you know. But we got an action-packed show.
That's right.
We got an
Yes, sir.
action-packed show.
That's right.
So as IT press their buttons, they get situated. You know. Hey, I'm not doing it today.
Okay.
Hey, Samson, go. You talk.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
something.
yes,
What we
sir.
do this week?
This weekend, we blitz Cleveland. So all praise to the Most High
All
God for the
praises.
captains
Sound
out there.
bites. Can we clap for that?
Oh,
They might be
it was
clapping,
weak.
but I can't hear
It was kind of weak though.
All praise.
Can y'all hear the claps? Can y'all hear?
A little bit in mine.
Why y'all clap so
It probably just kept.
I
Right?
can't hear anything. Somebody do.
I can hear the claps. but
My
they low.
headphones. Somebody can do that.
Right, the black box right here.
Somebody help me out, please. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Somebody else talk. Come on, guys.
But the prophets went
So
out
how
there
was
to
the blitz? It was good.
I seen the pictures. I ain't
Oh, you
but I
seen the pictures? Okay.
But all
All
praise
right, I
to
seen
her.
the pictures too, man.
Heard
It
good
was-
things about it.
Hey, man, a lot of captains, a lot of brothers went out there, man.
Right.
The blitz.
IT,
the
this would
streets.
probably be when you would show the stuff, right? Yeah, but y'all messing my audio all the way up. I can hear myself. I can't hear anything else.
Okay,
Captain
this is
REA, Captain Ben Zion. Hey, we here in Blitzen. We here in Cleveland, Ohio, supporting for the missing persons list. You know, back home, the brothers are out in Albany, but just to show y'all what goes into it, the work never stops. You understand? It's bigger than Tallahassee. We're doing 30 days in Albany, Georgia. Next month it's gonna be Valdosta. I got some brothers with me, Officer Boaz, Officer Isaiah. We still got to travel and do the work wherever our people are scattered. So just to let y'all know what really go into it, I'm up here with my brothers right now. With the brothers out here in the streets. It's not just one city. It's just not the region, and we got to do the work all the time. All the time.
That's right.
All praise
All
to the
praise
Most
to the
High.
Most
All
High.
praises. What? Oh, you had something else? Okay.
So they got some more.
Okay, so they
Okay,
got the
all
pictures.
praise.
all
Okay.
praise.
All right, all praise to the Father. All right.
Praise.
Yeah. All praise. Yeah, I can't hear anything, but it's all good. We just please forgive me, family. I'm gonna just try to get through it
Hey, all
because
praise.
I can't hear nothing. It's just throwing me off a little bit. But yeah, all praise to the Father. Officers, what y'all got, man? Go ahead.
Hey, on a real quick, on the cap, I get a scripture on this, because y'all was out there in the streets, on the teaching the people, bringing awareness, all right, about the word. Give me Isaiah 30 and 20 real quick, all right, because, all right, the Most High, on the said, all right, his people will want to see the teachers. On the read
That's
that.
right. That's right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20.
Uh-huh.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity,
And what's that adversity? Slavery, all right, hardship, check the check. All right, last one hired. On the read.
and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
All right, who is your teachers? All right, the prophets of God.
That's right.
Who actually bring you the laws of God. All right, these Christian pastors ain't bringing you the laws out on the streets.
That's right. Bring it out.
All right, I'm going to these events and actually teaching the people. No, man, these pastors is hid
Right.
behind the pulpit. On the read on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
See, this is a prophecy. All right, future prophecy. So your eyes will see your teachers. And you've seen them in Cleveland, Ohio. All praise
That's
to the
right.
Most High
All
for
praise
that
to the
thing.
Most High.
Yes, sir. Go
I
ahead.
got so. Give me Revelation 11 and 11. Because what the officer just pulled that script right there, the I said, see thy teacher and you teachers. It's the so-called blasphemous man as Native American. Y'all got God commandments running through y'all, read?
Right.
The book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
The spirit of life of God entered to them, read?
And they stood upon their feet.
Now you see us standing up on our feet right now. The men in purple and gold with the laws and statute of the Most High God, read?
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
And the other nation, they fear for this red thing right here because they see unity. The unity in the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans.
That's right.
That put fear in them.
Hey, that's tough right there. That go with Ezekiel 37.
That's all praise.
Read it real quick. 37:10, right?
Sir.
That's what I wanted.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied and commanded me, and the breath came into them.
Okay, put the pictures back on there with the with the brothers out in the streets, man. Come on.
There you go.
All right, don't read it again.
Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived.
And they what?
And they lived.
So the breath is the laws of God.
That's
and they
right.
live on it. That's what make you bring back the life. Read.
And stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Hey, what?
Exceeding great army.
That's right.
So that's what we're building on the city to city, Cleveland, and then the next blitz and the next blitz.
That's right.
Hey, all praise to the
y'all gonna see
Father.
the prophet.
Hey, shouts out to all the captains, the officers, been traveling, doing the mighty work. All praise to the Father. Hey, y'all ready to get into it?
Yes,
sir.
All right, all praise to the Father. IT, y'all ready? All right, play the clip. All right, y'all know what time it is. Coon of the week, 15-minute countdown. All right, we're going to try to stay
15.
close to that.
Okay.
All right, so what you got for us, IT? What's the first one? Oh, yeah. Y'all remember Kel Mitchell from back in the day?
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Good Burger, Nickelodeon, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Every once in a while, I see what they be talking about.
Right.
But this particular headline caught my attention. Play this. Start from, I think, 8 something. Play that for us.
Kel Mitchell's ex-wife cheating,
Yes.
pregnant by multiple men.
You are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it
Tell
was
you what,
this is at the
rewind it
beginning.
a little bit for me. Start at 8 minutes. I think he already said it.
I ended up marrying my ex-wife, because we had another
You got the
baby.
child.
We had the baby, right? We had the abortion, but then we had a baby. And she ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. And so within that process, you are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
She probably should have kept that to herself.
and well, I'm glad she didn't. And so within that process, with that being known, it was just like, yo, and now I'm on TV. Oh, I'm
All right,
still
so
on
real
TV.
quick. So in this interview, Kel Mitchell speaking to Shannon Sharp, obviously, right? So he shares that when he left Nickelodeon or whatever, he got a girl pregnant. All right, ending up she had an abortion. Then he got her pregnant again, second time. Then he's like, okay, it's time to get married. So when he finally gets married to the same sister, she tells him that the first child that she aborted wasn't his in the first place. All right, so now jump up. I don't remember the timestamps. I tell y'all have them. All right, jump up to the next timestamp. Now, I want to hear what y'all officers got to say on this. Play that.
And it was a lot. It was other times. She had gotten pregnant, other things, and it just got to a point.
She had gotten pregnant again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
Yeah.
And it wasn't you?
Not with me.
Ah, come on, Kel.
It wasn't me. It wasn't.
And you stuck around?
Yeah, I stuck around.
Stop. So Kel is simping.
Simp.
So he say he stuck around. But wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
There is more. Go to the next timestamp.
Right, and this is what you're doing. Okay, so, and I walk out because I'm not about to fight over someone that.
Rewind it about 30 or so seconds. Just a little bit.
Take me upstairs. Take me. Let's go to the elevator. Let's go together. You know what I mean?
So what I'll do, I'll fill in the pieces. So he said he has suspicions of her cheating. Obviously, right? So this is after she was pregnant by another man, and he stayed anyway. So now he starts to suspect her of cheating. All right? So he said he drives around looking for his vehicle, finds it at a hotel.
Wow.
All right? So go back and play this clip. Watch this.
It's like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? We go up. We don't need to fight. Let's go.
Yeah.
Because I already know
So
what it
he
is.
runs into the dude that she is cheating with in the hotel lobby. All right, go ahead.
So we go up. Of course, she's surprised. Oh, within the room. And, we walk in. I walk in there, and I'm just like, hey, okay, so this is what's going on. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? All right, and this is what you're doing? Okay, so, and I walk out, because I'm not about to fight over someone that...
She already made the decision.
Yeah, you made your decision. We'd been through it.
Did she come out and let me explain?
Yeah.
What did that explain? Offer without explanation.
Explain. I'll go to the car. After I went to the car, then there was this... I was like, yo, I need to go back. And I went back because now I was like, well, I felt disrespected, so now I need to go do something. So then now I'm going back up there. Cops came. Everybody came up at that point. And I remember this cop told me, he said, hey, yo, I seen this type of woman, this situation. You need to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? You need to get out of this situation. Like a goofy, still stayed around. You know what I mean? We said we was trying to make it work for the kids. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work for the kids. But it just wasn't working out. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work. And she ended up getting pregnant by another guy. Now, how that situation happened was that I was at the hospital. She had a sickle cell trait. So she ended up...
So stop. So the police dude told him, is like, hey, you get out this situation. It's not a good look.
Message.
He stayed in the situation, and she did it again. Give me Jeremiah 3 real quick.
Yep, there you go.
Jeremiah chapter 3. And then give me the was the first Ezra 4 about his wits. All right. So showing you, this is why we do Coon of the Week, man.
Right.
We ain't here to bash our people or nothing like this. But he ain't the only one.
Right.
He's not the only one. There's somebody else simping right now. Damn. All right, but we got to give you the scriptures on that. Watch this.
That's right.
Jeremiah 3:1. Come on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
So it say, hey, if she goes sleep, play the whore, play the harlot with another man, shall he take her back or remain with her? Go ahead.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Yes, that thing is going to be greatly polluted. It's going to be greatly polluted. It's going to have different sea creatures like syphilis. All right. Different land creatures like gonorrhea.
Right.
Yeah, read it again.
They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's,
Come on.
shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Right. Shall not that land be greatly polluted? So you see the brother Kel Mitchell simping. All right. He's basically on Club Shay Shay. He's on his couch talking about his life and his differences and all those things like that. I never knew that. But I said, this is a perfect teaching moment here. Officers, what y'all got, man? I'll let y'all touch it a little bit.
No, I seen, just to add this right here real quick, I seen, what's his name, Shannon Sharp. Yes. So he was trying to egg on the infidelity or whatever. You know what I mean? There, like he was egging it on. Like he was like, hey, you. So he had asked a question. Dang, I forgot the question. Yeah, but anyway, he was egging it on in the beginning, when he didn't know all the details, and then. So that just shows how our people can, chime into just wickedness at all times. Right. All right, including adultery. Go ahead, officer.
Yeah, I just want to make a statement. When do he lay with his wife? Because different babies is not his. So when he got time to lay.
Hey, now I will say, and I did watch that. He say they wasn't having sex, and she wasn't coming home. So she was laying with somebody, but he wasn't laying with nobody.
Hand in hand.
Wow. Exactly. Go ahead.
The hell is so this? Give me that in Shroud. Ecclesiastes in the Bible 7:26.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman.
Right.
Whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
So this is what it is. The sinner shall be taken by her. She had her hands on other men and things like that. Yep. They got different babies.
You're going to learn today.
But you seeing simping and things like that, you got to repent and come back, keep the commandments.
That's right.
You got to get away from sin.
All right, let me get a scripture. Let me get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 24 and verse 1. Let's see how our forefathers would deal with a situation like this, because this brother done lost his mind. This sister cheating on you. Ain't no need to be mad. You already know what she's doing, so why you surprised?
She ain't coming home.
Read that for me.
Hey, real talk though. He did say that. Like Malachi said, what's wrong with this dude? Like he literally says, like, yeah, I asked her, she wasn't coming home, so I did figure, she had to be doing something. But the kicker is, he figured it out. He found the dude. Right. He walked upstairs with the dude.
Wow.
And he confessed, but he still stayed.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Dang. Deuteronomy 24 and 1. So what's going on the screen? Okay, all right. Read that for me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24 and verse 1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes.
So right here, what it's talking about, back then, what our forefathers would do would find the simplest thing wrong with a sister. She can wake up looking ugly one morning, or she didn't cook the food right. He said he found no favor in her eyes. Go ahead.
Because he had found some uncleanness in her.
Right, he said he's found some uncleanness in her. So what the mindset of our forefathers back then, it could be the simplest thing, let alone she's sleeping with another man. This is the ultimate form of uncleanness. Go ahead.
Let him write her a bill of divorcement.
Let him do what?
Write her a bill of divorcement.
So the minute he found out she was doing something she had no business doing, he should have wrote her a bill of divorcement. And go ahead.
And give it in her hand. And send her out of his house.
This is why we need the laws of God in the black
That's
community,
right.
because he would know
right,
without a
right.
shadow of a doubt. Hey, sis, you gotta get up out of here. You gotta get this bill of divorcement and get up out of my house.
Hey,
You know that's
officer,
right.
no, that's excellent. That's excellent right there, because with God's laws, our brothers know their worth.
Right.
You understand? We
Right.
know that we the prize when it comes to God's commandments, because everything
right.
is established in order. That means what? The man come first,
Right.
the
Right.
woman come next, and then them children. You understand? But when we're living according to Esau standards or America standards, which is women worship,
Right.
that's
Right,
all it
right.
is. Women in leadership positions, that's when things are all out of course.
Right.
Now, that's a good script right there. Go. You had something, officer. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Let me get that in Sirach 7 and verse 26. Because what? Like he's saying it over and over. Like what? Oh, he's questioning, is she following, or what's she doing when she's not coming home? She's laying around with other men and he's staying with her. Our brothers need to know that's simp activity right there. God is not like that thing. So what? If you're seeing this happening, you gotta let her go. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 26.
Read.
Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
This is a question. Do you have a wife that's after your mind? Meaning what? If she's not after your mind, you know what you have to do. Nobody should have to come and tell you what you need to do. If your wife is what? Sleeping around with other men, you see the dude she's sleeping with, and you're over here like questioning, should I be mad right now, or how should I deal with this situation? Read it again.
Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not.
Forsake her not. If she's following you, she's going after you and listening to your counsel, doing what you got to do. This is what you got to look for in a wife. It's a weighty matter to come together with a woman, but if you find yourself with a whore, it's going to be over for you, my brother.
Hey, real quick. Now, here's like a little, I guess we got to throw a wrench in the story. So that was his side of it. All right. That was his spill. But like, you got to hear both sides, right? Remember going into counseling, right? Do you just take the woman's side?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Do you just take the man's side?
No.
Absolutely
Nope, sir.
not. You got to hear both sides. Now, what we do here on Writings on the Wall, we hear both sides and we give scriptural counsel for both. That's what we
Right,
do.
right.
So play that next clip. This is his ex-wife. This is what she's saying. All right, watch this.
Kel Mitchell's ex-wife denies that she was impregnated by other men during their marriage, accuses him of physical and mental abuse, cheating, and more.
So, Kel, who is this person that was pregnant? Because it was not me. Like, who was this? And then other thing is, like, how do you remember all these pregnancies, but you don't remember your kids for, like, years? Like, I don't even know.
So she's saying Kel wasn't there for the You understand? So she's saying that is not the account.
Right.
I guess he got the opportunity to speak. Boom, boom, boom. That's just a strange one. They're divorced at this time.
Right.
That's the ex. So, who really knows the true story? That's not what we're out here to do. We're not out here gossiping.
right.
But we're using these examples just to show the state of the black and Hispanic household. It's all out of order.
Right.
Give me the one in Timothy 3. Talks about how a leader, how a man should govern his house.
That's right.
Was it verse 4?
Yes, sir.
Let me hear that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 4. Verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded.
That might not be it.
That might not be it.
So follow me. I'm not looking at it. Give me the one, children in subjection. You know what I'm talking about here? Verse 4. Okay, it is verse 4. Help me out, Rita. Sheesh.
Come on now, dog.
Just start at 1, bro. Start at 1.
Yeah.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Traders had him messed up. He was like, no,
right.
that
Don't
ain't
say
it.
it.
That's
That
not
ain't
the
it.
one. Nope. All right, read verse 1.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
This is a true saying.
Come on.
If a man desire the office of a bishop and desireth the good work, a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife,
Right, the husband of one wife. Go ahead.
vigilant,
Uh-huh.
sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach,
Come on.
not given to wine, nor striker, nor greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler.
What verse you at? Give me verse 4.
Verse 4.
Come on.
One that ruleth well his own house.
Wait, he read the wrong verse.
I was the second
Traders
Timothy.
not. Oh my gosh, this guy. Just give me verse 4, man. Come on, man.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Come on.
One that ruleth well his own own house.
Hey, black man,
That's
you gotta
right.
rule your own
That's
house.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Now, you gotta have your house in
give me
subjection,
everything.
including you gotta be there for your children.
That's right.
You understand? Give me the one in
That's
what's that?
right.
Second Ezra's 2. Let me look there, cause I just can't go off the top.
can't
with
trust
this.
them.
No.
You gotta look
I
at
can't
her.
do it. Give me what was it, verse 25, man. Read that. Watch this.
I'm sorry, what chapter, sir?
Second Ezra's 2:25. Come on.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
Nourish thy children.
Come on.
O thou good nurse.
Uh-huh.
Establish their feet.
Right. Everything's got to be in order. You got to make sure your children is taken care of.
Right.
That's
Right.
right.
All right, that's what you got to do, because I seen another video. I ain't gonna play right now, but his daughter said like the same thing. Like, say apparently he wasn't there for like 13 years or something like that. I don't know. I don't live with them.
Right.
But we gonna give the solutions to help build our community.
That's
And
right.
you know
You
that's
understand?
right.
So, hey, I don't know. I don't know if she was playing a whore, and I don't know if he was a deadbeat, because it's two
sides.
totally opposite stories. All right. So, give me the next one about I think this was Malachi's auntie. I'm just playing.
Oh,
I'm just
gosh.
playing. It's a joke. It's a show. Lighten up.
Mike,
Gosh. Malachi, like, what the hell?
Look at Malik.
Nah, this ain't your auntie, bro. I hope it ain't your auntie. All right, play this clip. Watch this.
Mother twerks at her son's graduation after his name was called.
Oh my gosh. Wow. How is that a celebration? How is that a celebration? I don't understand, bro. It ain't even, bro. It didn't even get bad yet. It's just started from the beginning. It's just heating up. I'm telling you.
Can we guess what tribe she from?
I don't know. There's no way.
Ain't no telling, right?
Nah, there's no way.
Right.
There's no way.
No.
All right, but go back. Watch this.
Don't be surprised if a lion run on the floor. And she getting egged on by friends.
All right. Hey, bro, something is serious. Give me Deuteronomy 28:28.
Bring it up.
Something is seriously wrong
Crazy.
with us, bro.
Yes, sir.
That she can't be in her right mind.
Can't be.
You're at your son's graduation.
And
You understand? You got parents and you have children there because your son is still a child.
Right.
And you're performing, you're displaying acts like that, and that's something wrong with her.
And they think it's okay.
Yeah, to think that thing's all right. Read that. I got a few scriptures on that. Watch this.
Yes, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28.
Yeah, read that.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness
Yeah, that right there. She's smitten. She's out of her damn mind.
Right.
Go ahead.
and blindness and astonishment of heart.
An astonishment. Give me the one in Psalms 44, right? Astonishment. What is it, 14? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Give me that one. Let me hear that. Psalms 44.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 17. 14. I apologize, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 14. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Right, go ahead.
A shaking of the head.
A shaking of the head, bruh. Go back. Just don't play it. Just put her up there. This is a shaking of the head, bruh. Sit down
That's
and
right.
just clap like an. Oh my gosh, bruh. Bruh, read it again. Read the verse again. Watch this.
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen. A shaking of the head
A shaking-
among the people.
Hey, give me Sirach. I'm staying Sirach for a little bit. Go to Sirach 41. Watch this, y'all. Sirach 41 and 17. All right, just to show you that, for example, the heathen are like, hey, what's wrong with her?
Right.
But in her mind, she like, nah, this cool. This is good behavior right here. And she got a friend egging her on or whatever. Read this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 41 and verse 17.
Come on.
Be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother.
Come on.
And of a lie before a prince and a mighty man.
Hey, the Bible say you gotta have some tact. You gotta have some composure
That's right.
about yourself. The Bible say, hey, be ashamed of that type of behavior, bro.
Right.
Read it again. Watch this.
Be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother.
Go ahead.
And of a lie before a prince and a mighty man.
Hey, give me the one in Psalms 112. Watch this. All right, 112 and 5. Psalms chapter 112 and verse 5. This is what's lacking in the black and Hispanic community, in the households. Why? Because before you read that, give me Isaiah 3 and 12. All right, this is why this is happening. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. She don't have a husband to check her, to put her in place.
Bring it up.
Right? And these are the same type of women who cry and complain, oh, there's no good black man. Because you a no good black devil. That's why.
Bring it up. Twerking at a graduation.
Who wants to marry that?
Nobody.
Read that for us.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Says children are oppressors. Go ahead.
And women.
And what?
Women rule over them.
And that's what you see for poor Travion. I think named Travion, right?
Travion.
Poor Travion had to see that walking across the stage with his principal and his teachers and got to see his mama in the audience twerking, bro. As if he's never seen her do it before. But he's like, dang, mom, you got to do it here too.
Come on now, dog.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's Travion, mama.
What I call Psalms 112. Yeah, read that. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 112 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
A good man showeth favor and lendeth. Sorry, sir.
Somebody read it, please.
Y'all all right?
He going through it over there, y'all.
The book of Psalms, chapter 112 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion.
That's the key. That's the key. She don't have no type of discretion whatsoever. No. She's lewd. She's loud.
Right.
Proverbs 7 and 10.
Bring it up.
I'm sorry, y'all. Proverbs chapter 7 and 10. And we got to wrap it up anyway.
You want it?
we got a wrench to throw into this week's Coon of the Week. All right, I got something for you.
Okay.
All right, read that for me.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
And behold, there meet him a woman with the attire of a harlot.
Come on.
And subtle of heart.
Come on.
She is loud.
She is what?
Loud.
And
stubborn.
Loud and stubborn. You can't correct her. You can't tell her anything that she's doing, any of her behavior's wrong.
Right.
Because she's loud, she's stubborn, she has no shame. All right, I'm sorry. I know I took that one. But I'll let y'all get a precept on this one, though. Shouts out to Northern Kingdom because all we've been doing is primarily been focused on the Southern Kingdom and Coon of the Week.
Right.
All right. So now Northern Kingdom got to get some of this too. You can't just play the video. Where is the actual, the title, or where'd you get the video from?
Y'all all right?
He says right here, Cap. Okay. We're gonna pull it up. Could you blow up the screen for us? Why is the volume sounding all choppy and loud and staticky? All right, somebody read that, please.
Women in Brazil dancing in support of Hamas.
Dancing in support of Hamas.
Come on, man.
In the streets. Dancing in support. Let's play the video. All right, because we always get on Judah. All right, time for Northern Kingdom to get some of this.
Right.
All right, play that. Dancing for Hamas. And this is not impressive. Not impressive. All right, I'm not impressed. But so you got our people down there in Brazil getting it in. Officers, what y'all got?
Somebody come and look at
Go
this.
ahead. Uh-oh. Ain't nobody got nobody got a script on Northern Kingdom. Finally, Northern Kingdom is on Coon of the Week, and nobody got nothing.
Let me get the book of Deuteronomy.
Come on, thank you, Malachi.
28 and verse 29.
Come on, man.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday.
So the Bible says what the children of Israel, we're going to grope at noonday. You know at noonday it's bright outside. So what it says, we're going to be blinded even when it's bright outside. Go ahead.
As the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
It says we shall not prosper in our ways. Why? Because for one, we don't know who we are as a nation of people. For two, anytime something pops off with another nation, we're ready to come together and support them.
Right.
But we don't support each other. Go ahead.
Right.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
It says we shall be only oppressed. When you more concerned about other nations, that's a form of oppression. When
There
we
you
go out
go.
and teach our people, the first thing they say is, what about the white man?
Right.
They don't think about their own people. They think about the other nations. Go ahead.
and spoiled evermore.
Uh-huh.
And no man shall save thee.
It says no man shall save us. What? Because many great leaders came before trying to redeem us, but what, we still in the same condition.
Hey, that's excellent. That's an
Praise,
excellent
yeah.
point right there. Give me Ezra 9 and 7 to go with Officer Malachi just bring out because give me the one in Nehemiah 6 and 1 first. Then I want Ezra 9 and 7. All right, because it's like Officer Malachi said, because of oppression, Northern Kingdom down there dancing in the streets for Hamas, but Hamas think they don't give a darn about you.
No.
Read that real quick.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 6 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now it came to pass when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem the Arabians and the rest of our enemies.
And the rest of our who?
Enemies.
It's showing you the Arabians, they are our enemies.
Right.
But like the officer was bringing out, because we've been oppressed, anytime we see somebody else getting oppressed, we think that we can join hand in hand, and we think they're going to have sympathy for us. Because we got a conscience. God made Jacob different. You understand? He made us upright. But not like the other nations. They're different. They were not created to keep God's commandments. We were. That's why we got to be the leaders and put them in subjection to God's commandments. But not to escape their point, give me Ezra 9 and 7. Watch this.
The book of Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass unto this day.
Come on.
And for our iniquities have we, our kings, and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the land.
Right, because of our sins. So we, just like the officer was saying, we've been oppressed, we've been despised, we've been hated. Come on.
To the sword, to captivity, and to a spoil.
Read.
And to confusion of faith.
And to what?
Confusion of faith.
We don't know who we are. That's why we like to assimilate and join with the other nations. But these other nations don't give a darn about it. It don't matter if you got straight hair and you like skinned it. It don't matter.
Bring it
They
up.
still your enemies. All right, so that's Coon of the week. All right, who's it going to be? Put it up. Let me hear my song, man. All right, oh gosh, Mama Ho. Dang. Kel versus Taisha.
I think Mama Ho.
I think Mama Ho. Look at the pictures.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Don't nobody want to see that.
That is, gosh, that's so bad.
No, the son wasn't.
Yeah, I don't even think the other one's gonna give hopes. I just think it's gonna be 100-0-0. Gosh, Mama Ho. Goodness gracious.
What the hell is this?
30 seconds.
It's terrible.
Sheesh. Hey, man. But today's an important show, man. Today's an important show. Y'all remember we used to have prepper convos back in the day.
Right, yes, sir.
Back in the day. So we ain't bringing it back, but we taking a step back in time.
Okay.
And gonna put the topic of the day is that today. And from time to time, we might, every once in a while, topic of the day can turn into a prepper's convo, something like that.
No, that's good.
Because we got 20 seconds. Man. I don't know where we're going to fit it in, Mama Ho. Mama Ho.
100%.
Hey, what was the percentage, though? 78? Who was second? Kel was second? Yeah, Mama Ho took the cake.
Yeah,
She took the buffet and everything else, too. Hey, all praises. Hey, y'all ready for the next segment?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Come on, push the button.
Okay, put it up. Nobody's putting it up. All right, subscribe to IUIC Tallahassee Camp Page. Writings on the wall. Share this stream. Hey, we need y'all to share it everywhere to the four corners. Share it with your cousin, your mom, and them, all of them.
That's right.
Hey, how many people watching right now? However many people watching, guys, I ain't looking.
All of y'all push it.
Yeah, everybody that's watching, push the button.
Push the button.
All right, thumbs up, like it, share the stream. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot today. Hey, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, play the clip. All right, this is the World Weather Report brought to you by the Writings on the Wall radio show.
That's right.
All right, let's get into it.
Canadian wildfires forced thousands to evacuate.
We turn now to those fast-growing wildfires in Canada, forcing thousands to evacuate their homes. More than 140 active fires, the majority raging across British Columbia and Alberta, causing poor air quality and reducing visibility. And that smoke is already impacting air quality in North Dakota, Minnesota, and other parts of the U.S. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Tonight, firefighters are racing against the clock to contain wildfires that are consuming parts of Canada. In northern British Columbia, thousands of residents in multiple communities evacuating. 90 of the country's active fires are in British Columbia and Alberta. Thick smoke in Edmonton, Alberta's capital city, home to nearly 1 million people. The smoke from those fires now making its way across the border and into the upper Midwest. The entire state of Minnesota and much of Wisconsin under an air quality alert for unhealthy air through tomorrow. Last summer, much of the U.S. impacted by smoke from the fires burning throughout Canada. The New York City skyline turning orange amid the hazardous air quality.
Rachel, Canada is coming off its worst wildfire season on record. The current widespread drought is not helping anything, with the potential for another rough wildfire year ahead. Rachel? Certainly not helping. Jacqueline, thank you.
Hey, real quick, give me Zechariah 5. That one just came to my mind. Zechariah chapter 5, and what verse is it? Give me one sec. I think it's like 4. All right, read that. Let me hear it.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 4.
Come on.
I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Right, it shall enter into the house of the thief. House of the thief, remember, this is still North America. Canada is North America.
Right.
So you got to understand, North America, North Central. So, yeah, this is the land of the thief over here on the Western world.
Right.
Then this is talking about what? This is going into verse 1. Read that for me.
Verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and look, and behold, a flying roll.
And this flying roll is known as a cloud or a chariot of the Most High. Right. You call them unidentified aerial phenomena. Right. That's what you call them, or UFOs. All right, watch this. Go to Psalms 11. All right, Psalms chapter 11. Give me verse 5 and 6. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11 and verse 5.
So don't forget, these chariots, they visit what? The land of the thief. Right. Okay, watch this, verse 5.
Verse 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth.
Come on.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares.
All right, it says, upon the wicked he shall rain snares. Go ahead.
Fire.
What?
Fire.
Come on.
And brimstone.
Come on.
And an horrible tempest.
And in horrible tempest. So you have the wildfires breaking out in Canada, going into American soil as well. Finish that.
This shall be the portion of their cup.
Right, this should be the portion of the cup because of what they've done to the children of Israel, all right? And it's still benefiting off of it today. This is the portion of the cup.
Right.
This is why you always see wildfires popping off in Canada and California. This is their portion. So you're constantly going to see wildfires in the land.
That's right.
Which land? The land of the thief. And then give me the one in Isaiah 29. All right, just to show you, it is the Lord.
That's right.
It's the Lord doing that. All right, so Isaiah 29 and 6.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder.
So when the Lord speaks, he speaks with thunder. Come on.
And with earthquake.
And with earthquake. Go ahead.
And great noise. With storm.
With storm.
And tempest.
It's tempest. Go
and
ahead.
The flame of devouring fire.
And the what?
Flame of devouring fire.
Why? Because this is the cup of their portion.
That's right.
All right, so understand that thing. Wildfires is not a coincidence. It's not, sometimes, white boys be doing arson fire. They be setting fire sometimes. But these ones, that's of the Lord right there.
That's right.
That's the cup of their portion.
That's right.
All right, get the aerial footage of the fire. Yeah, play that. Read that.
Wildfires in Western Canada forces several thousand people to evacuate their homes.
Alberta wildfires. So that's the aerial view right there. Hey, get him on side round of applause.
Give him real.
That's
He
the
doing
Lord.
his thing.
The Lord is doing it. That's devouring fire. So we know the Lord is doing that thing right there. Officers, y'all have anything?
Scriptures is a true book.
Yeah, so give me on 2 Ezra 16 and 8. Because the Lord is showing his what? His presence upon this face of the earth. Because we do what? We do 4 chapters a day. We pray 3 times a day. So what we praying for? We supposed to pray for the destruction of our enemies.
That's right.
Read.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
The mighty Lord.
The what?
Mighty Lord.
The mighty Lord, read.
Sendeth the plague.
He sendeth the plague. He sendeth the fires. He sendeth the thunders, read.
And who is he that can drive
And
them
who
away?
is he that can drive them away? No one can drive these things away up on the earth. Because the Lord, our God, has got his hands on this earth.
That's
Yeah,
right.
real quick, let me get 2nd Chronicles, chapter 20 and verse 9. Because what these massive weather conditions, I've lived through like a toxic smoke because there's fires in California.
Right.
So when the smoke is coming down, you can like taste the ash that the burn. It's like so you're trying to breathe it in. I remember being in track practice and it's coming down. We're like, hey, we had to cancel. The whole school was canceled for like a week when that ash started coming into town. So yeah, that can come and affect you. And family, these weathers can come. It can come to us. It can touch us. So we gotta make sure that we are prayed up and making sure we're following God's laws while we can. Come on, read that.
The book of 2nd Chronicles, chapter 20 and verse 9.
Read.
If when evil cometh upon us.
When the evil comes upon us, read.
As the sword.
Read.
Judgment. Or pestilence.
Read.
Or famine.
So any type of way that the damage can come to you, read.
We stand before this house. And in thy presence, for thy name is in this house.
And do what?
And cry unto thee in our affliction.
Read.
Then thou wilt hear and help.
We got to repent, family, and come back to God.
Hey, real quick, because it ain't just a fire, Shoot, here in Tallahassee, we know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Bring it up.
Hey, two tornadoes touched down last week. Tore up the whole city. Hey, see if y'all can find some of that footage. We're going to play this video real quick talking about tornado season 2024. But see if y'all can pull up some destruction footage that happened in Tally. Play that for us.
2024 tornado season among most active in history.
A community near Pittsburgh is cleaning up today after a rare tornado touched down on Saturday, leaving behind downed trees and damage to homes. Thankfully, though, this weekend has provided a desperately needed break for large swaths of the Great Plains, the Midwest, and the South from a relentless stretch of severe weather. April and May typically are the busiest and most dangerous months for tornado activity, but this season has been exceptionally active. So what's driving the uptick, and why do tornadoes seem to be moving into more populated areas?
He said, what's driving the uptick? Give me the one, Revelations 18 and 6. All right, Revelation 18 and 6. All right, because this is what's taking place. All right, watch this.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 6.
Come on.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Come on.
And double unto her, double according to her works.
That ain't it. Give me verse 5.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
That's what I want right there, because he asks, why the uptick? Why is it an increase in tornado season? Right. Because Esau, your sins are approaching the heavens to the point where the Lord is going to throw down. That's why.
That's right.
We're getting closer to the time. Read the verse again.
Her sins have reached unto heaven.
Romans 13:11, and then go to Wisdom of Solomon after this. All right, because we're getting closer. That's why. That's why you see the increase in the plagues. Read this.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Go ahead.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time.
Right, now it is high time. Come on.
To awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Right, since now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now, go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. Okay, and give me verse 8, because he asked about what's the uptick? Why are they seeing an increase? Read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 8.
All right, this is how the Most High operate when he sends his plagues. He's did it aforetime. He's doing the same thing in these last days. Come on.
Nevertheless, even those that spared us as men and did send wasps.
So the Lord he sent wasps on the Hittites and the what's the other ones? Jebusites and all of them. Right. He sent plagues on them too, just like he's doing to Babylon and the rest of the world. Because what is it, 2nd Ezra 16? It's not just Babylon, but the plagues are upon the whole world now. Right. Read this verse again.
Nevertheless, even those thou sparedest as men, and did send wasps,
Go ahead.
forerunners of thine host,
Come on.
to destroy them. by little and little.
Right, to destroy them by little and little until the point where they're all destroyed.
Right.
All right, so that's what we witnessing. That's why you see an increase. All right, it may have been something 50 years ago, but as we get closer to the time, the plagues will increase.
Right.
All right, understanding that, when that happens, we know that our affliction is going to take place.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
That's right.
So as we see the earthquakes every day, as we see the fires, as we see tornadoes, you understand? We got to understand, hey, we also got to be upping, ourselves when it comes to the reading, the studying, refraining from sin. We got to do that. The Lord is giving us a hint.
Right.
You understand? He's helping us say, hey, I'm letting you know I'm about to make my return, and this is how I'm letting you know. All right, now it's time to tighten up. I may have been merciful this amount of time. I'm not going to be as merciful. It's time to tighten it up. So we can't remain the same. Right. All right? Let's go back to that hurricane season. Watch this. Not hurricane, tornado. Play that.
Meteorologist Angie Laxman has our Sunday focus.
From Oklahoma.
That's a tornado.
To Iowa.
Did you see it?
To Tennessee.
Violent tornado.
Scenes of devastation across the country this week. Wow. Americans have always been fascinated by the power of tornadoes. From the blockbuster hit Twister in 1996 to the upcoming
Hey, I'm
Twister
sorry,
spin-off.
man. I'm sorry. All right, somebody reel me back in, but for now, I'm going to bring this out. Don't try to stop me. Give me the 1 Corinthians 1:24, then I want to go to 2 Ezra 13, because they talked about Americans being fascinated by the power of tornadoes.
Yes,
but it's like they're still not giving credit, bruh.
Bring it up.
The credit, you got to give credit to Christ. You got to give credit to the Most High.
Right.
He the one doing this.
So they still screaming about Mother Nature.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 24.
Go ahead.
But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God.
It say what?
Christ, the power of God.
Come on.
And the wisdom of God.
All right, now go to 2 Ezra chapter 13 and give me verse 3. Watch this.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 3.
All right, so in this day, this is a return. He going to show you that it was him the whole time.
That's right.
Watch this, verse 3.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Right, this is the host of angels, all right, coming back with our Lord and Savior. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Go ahead.
And whosoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
All they what?
Burned that heard his voice.
This ain't talking about heartburn. This talking about literal fire.
Right. That's right.
All right, come on.
Like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire.
When it filleth the fire. Now jump down to verse 10. Watch this.
Verse 10.
Go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire.
Come on.
And out of his lips a flaming breath.
Read.
And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
And what?
And tempests.
And tempest, that's your hurricanes, that's your
right.
tornadoes
Yeah,
right
bring it
there.
out.
So they keep saying the power. No, it's the power of God.
That's right.
Put some respect on his name. That's what you got to do.
That's right.
All right, go back to this. What's this? Go ahead.
It looks like it could be the movie of the summer. But the tornadoes we've seen day after day have been all too real.
That's a tornado, large tornado, right here, in view.
6 weeks of punishing storms have left a trail of destruction thousands of miles long.
Everywhere around me, it's a war zone. It's all gone.
People across the country wondering, are tornadoes more common, and are they getting stronger?
When you look at the number of days where 30 or more tornadoes occurred on a given day, which would be outbreak days, those have increased.
Stephen Strader is an associate professor at Villanova and studies climate and natural disasters. And those tornado outbreaks he's talking about are responsible for 80% of all twister deaths. One of the reasons? More tornadoes are touching down further east, outside the Great Plains, hitting towns and cities not used to seeing them this often.
There's many more people in those rural areas in the southeast where vulnerability is heightened. A lot more nocturnal tornadoes, worse tree cover, more tree cover. All of these influence the vulnerability and exposure.
Is climate change to blame? The answer, it's complicated. Scientists are hesitant to make a direct link between climate change and tornado activity. For one, tornadoes are too small and brief to accurately model. But one thing is clear. A warming climate provides the fuel for supercell storms, the massive systems that can spin off these twisters.
In the future, we expect to see more of those events. That fuel that feeds the thunderstorms is fueled by heat and moisture at the surface, and those are expected to increase as we go through the next 30, 40 years.
Experts say that as storm patterns continue to shift, humans need to adjust as well.
As cities grow and expand, there's more targets to hit when a tornado occurs. Think of the Wizard of Oz with the tornado dancing behind Dorothy as she's running to the shelter. It's not going through a field anymore. It's going through a brand new subdivision. So we have to be aware that how we build is just as important as how strong the tornado is.
Hey, real quick, give me Isaiah 40. It's, they said when they try to answer the question, is this Mother Nature, they say it's complicated. They cannot explain it. They're not going to be able to explain it. Give me verse 12. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 12.
Come on.
Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand?
Come on.
And made it out heaven with a span. And comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure.
Come on.
And weighed mountains in scales and the hills in a balance.
Read.
Who hath directed the Spirit of the Lord?
So it's saying, who directed the Spirit of the Lord? Because we know it's the Lord behind these things.
Right.
That's why they say it's complicated.
That's right.
We don't know because we don't, you understand? They not on that realm.
Right.
The Lord is, though.
That's right.
Read that verse again.
Who have directed the Spirit of the Lord?
Read.
Or being his counselor.
Or he being his what?
Counselor.
That's why they can't make sense out of it. That's why it's complicated. We can't even tell you if it's Mother Nature because God is in control. That's why.
That's right.
Read that verse one more again.
Who have directed the Spirit of the Lord?
Come on.
Or being his counselor have taught him.
Ain't nobody teaching him because he's the one who created water.
That's right.
He's the one who created the mountains. He's the one who created the tectonic plates.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
With whom took he counsel?
Come on.
And who instructed him?
Who taught him? Nobody. Come on.
And taught him in the path of judgment. And taught him knowing knowledge.
Read.
And showed him the way of understanding.
But watch, he's going to talk about these nations. Watch this.
Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket.
Read it again.
Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
Read.
And are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
Very little thing. Come on.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
We might as well read 17 and 18.
Right.
Come on.
All nations before him are as nothing.
Are as what?
Nothing.
Come on.
And they are counted to him less than nothing.
Read.
And vanity. To whom then will ye liken God?
Right, so it says, to whom can you compare God? Because they try to do it with Mother Nature.
Right.
But now since the tempests, the twisters are increasing, now they can't even explain Mother Nature anymore. Now they're saying, I'm going to check this, boss. It's complicated. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I ain't got no answers for you.
I'm not too sure.
Read verse 18 again.
Verse 18.
Come on.
To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him?
All right. For the sake of time, go to the next one about I think there was a 6.4 earthquake, right? All right, let's pull that one up, please.
6.4 magnitude earthquake shakes Mexico-Guatemala border.
Check out this new video dramatically showing an earthquake hitting near the Mexico-Guatemala border. That quake causing landslides which blocked roads and cities along the coast. The U.S. Geological Survey measured it as a 6.4 on the Richter scale. Thankfully, no deaths were reported.
All right, so what's that? You got to give me Matthew 24 so they understand.
That's right.
All right, we go through these for a reason.
Right.
Hey, give me 2nd Ezra 9. Give me that real quick. 9, 1, and 2. Let me hear that. 2nd Ezra 9.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, like we was going over earlier. All right, it's our responsibility to measure the time. Okay? Like Paul tells us in the book of Thessalonians 5. Give me that verse 1 real quick, and we're coming right back to this. It's our responsibility to measure the time. Okay, brothers and sisters. Watch this.
The book of Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 1.
1 Thessalonians 5:1.
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons.
So it says, of the times and the seasons. Come on.
Brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right. So we should not need another man to tell us, because the scriptures say, study to show thyself approve unto God.
Right.
Read the verse again.
But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Go ahead.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. So we understand that the day of the Lord is approaching very rapidly.
Right.
All right. Why? Because look at the heathen. They scrambling.
Right.
They can't
Yeah.
figure it out.
Right.
Remember, they're the ones who's supposed to be able to predict the weather and all of that. But it's showing you what they don't know. They're guessing. I know a lot of y'all, with your little apps.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of y'all be praising the white man. Oh, it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
100%. Yes.
100%.
And what? Lo and behold, 50%. Sometimes it don't rain at all.
At all.
Sean, because they can't predict it.
That's right.
They are not God. All right. Go back to that 2 Ezra 9.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made.
Which he made.
Bam.
Not you, Esau.
Right.
This is the
Right.
world that he made.
That's
Come
right.
on.
Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
Right, the earthquakes. Come on.
and uproars of people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee,
Right.
even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning. Now, Matthew 24.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places.
All right, so all praise to the Most High.
All
All right, we see the
praise.
prophecies
All
coming to pass.
That's right.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do, because we got about an hour. So I'm going to shorten the war report this week, right?
Uh-oh.
Or did I do that last week? I shortened the war report
You
last
did.
week. I did? All right, well, twice.
It was a little bit.
Twice.
Huh? Topic of the day was short. See, I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
you
about.
good, you good.
Topic of the day was shortened last week, so I'm going to shorten the war report this week.
That's right.
All right, IT, y'all ready? All right, play the clip. This is the Wars and Rumors Wars report brought to you by the Writings on the Wall radio show.
That's right.
I'm sorry, we just had a substitution. The reader voice gave out. We got a new reader on deck.
The show's hot, Kevin.
It's
hot.
It was too much.
Too much for him.
It was too much heat.
Too much heat.
All right. So reader, say something in the microphone.
Yes, sir. Shalom,
said my
Cap. St.
throat.
Christ.
All right, all praises. What we got, IT? What we got?
He said my throat.
If Israel doesn't want a ceasefire, what does it want?
What do it want? Play the video. Let's hear it.
Hi, I'm Steve Clemens, and I have a question.
Hey, Steve.
If Israel doesn't want a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, then what does it really want? Let's get to the bottom line. Israel's leaders insist they won't accept a permanent ceasefire in their war on Gaza, and they've intensified their attack on Rafah. That town is the last refuge for more than 1 million Palestinians who've been pushed there as Israel extends its war on
So y'all
Gaza.
gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand how evil this man is. So remember what they were saying? They were saying like, we're gonna bomb northern Gaza. Everybody flee for refuge. Go go down south.
Yes, sir.
And then what do? Just start following them. Boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. What's it called? Rafah. That's southern Gaza, like right above Egypt. So they ain't got nothing else. So showing you what? They asked the question. If Israel don't want a ceasefire, what do they want? They want the annihilation. They already said it. Why are you asking the question? He already said kill them all. He said that.
Yep.
What's wrong with these people? Play a little bit more of that. People crazy.
No end in sight. U.S. President Joe Biden said that Israel's plans to attack Rafah are, quote, just wrong, and he paused the shipment of weapons to Israel. But how real are the tensions between Israel and its biggest sponsor, the United States?
All right,
and
so
can Israel...
Your man's Biden, Jim Crow Joe, said it's just wrong. So they paused the shipment of weapons. What's next, IT? Let's keep it rolling. What we got next?
We do not believe what is happening in Gaza is a genocide.
Wait a second.
White House.
These people are conflicted.
Wait a minute.
These people are conflicted and confused.
Right.
Who said that? United States of America
Right.
said that.
Bring it up.
Pull up the press conference. Pull it up. Watch this.
4. We believe Israel can and must do more to ensure the protection and well-being of innocent civilians. We do not believe what is happening in Gaza is a genocide. We have been firmly on record.
So what is it when you start at the northern tip of Gaza and work your way down,
killing everybody.
Killing everybody.
Dropping bombs.
So what is that called then? What you said?
It's a genocide.
It's a genocide.
I would call it a genocide.
A Holocaust.
Right, right.
Genocide, Holocaust. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, go back to the press conference.
Gaza is a genocide. We have been firmly on record rejecting that proposition.
Because you're doing it.
Right, because they're
You the
supporting
ones.
it. Now, don't forget, last week we covered it. Biden said America is not going to send any more money to help with their weapons.
Right. Yeah.
What did we say? We said, a bullshit. You know, that's what we said.
Bullshickity.
That is a lie.
Right.
It's a lie. And lo and behold, I don't know if I ordered it correctly, but what's next? Pull it up. I think I did. Let's see. Oh, before we do.
Oh.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. I was trying to line it up. So, read that, please.
Brave snake saves fish from drowning.
So, what I see in this picture
Wow.
is a snake killing a fish.
You're right.
So, could you go back to the press conference real quick?
The hell is this?
Watch this. Go back to the press conference.
Wow.
Because this is how, because you know America, they control everything. They control the media. You understand? Remember, the Israelis just kicked out Al Jazeera out of Israel.
Right.
Yep.
Why? Because so they can't tell the truth of what's going on. So
Right.
they control the media, right? They control the narrative. All right? Play that again, then go back to that graphic.
4. We believe Israel can and must do more to ensure the protection and well-being of innocent civilians. We do not believe what is happening in Gaza is a genocide.
So, okay. So what happened on October 7th? Okay. How many people were supposedly killed? Because, you know, they made up the story.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it wasn't 100 people. At this point, they've killed like 40,000 people.
Yes, sir. A lot.
So at what point is it like, okay, time out? Like, what point is that? Because according to them, they're defending themselves from something that happened over 6 months ago, and they didn't kill nearly as much people as you killed.
Right.
All right, now
Come on
go
now,
back to the
dog.
graphic, man. I thought this was funny. It's true, though. Read it.
Brave snake saves fish from drowning.
So what do? They are the aggressors, but they try to play the enemy, the victim.
Right, yes, sir.
All right, it say, read the bottom.
This is how the media serves us the news.
You see that?
Wow.
That's how the media serves us the news. Why? Because
You
they in
lost
control.
your damn mind.
They're the ones who control all the media outlets, Hollywood, television,
Right.
MSNBC, Fox.
Lies.
Yeah, all of that.
Yes, sir.
What's the one? Psalms 58,
Yeah,
right?
yes,
Let's
sir.
read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3.
Oh, he's ready this week.
got two Bibles.
Okay.
That's right.
Two Bibles.
Got 2 Bibles.
He was ready to be
I
subbed
like
in.
that. I like
All
that.
praises.
Psalms 58 and 3. Read that.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Come on.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
Uh-huh.
Speaking lies.
Speaking what?
Speaking lies.
Speaking lies. Speaking lies. Let's talk about the wicked. Let's pinpoint it a little bit
Right,
more.
yeah.
Right.
We know Esau the wicked, but let's pinpoint it some more. Give me Jeremiah 50, right? I'm looking at it. Just give me a second. Jeremiah chapter 50. Am I misfiring? No. And verse 35 and 36. Watch this. Speaking of their lying self, watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 35.
Go ahead.
A sword is upon the Chaldeans.
The Chaldeans is talking about the ancient Babylonians, but when you read what Job 11 and 6, it talks about the wisdom of the scriptures being double, right?
Yes,
Go ahead.
sir.
A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord,
Come on.
and upon the inhabitants of Babylon.
And upon the inhabitants of who?
Of Babylon.
United States of America. That is the great whore, the daughter of Babylon. That's who it is.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
All right, the mother of all harlots. Read that part again.
And upon the inhabitants of Babylon.
Go ahead.
And upon her princes,
and upon her wise men.
Read.
A sword is upon the liars.
Upon who?
The liars.
The liars. Go ahead.
And they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
All right, the Lord is saying that destruction is coming to these liars.
That's right. Yes, sir.
All right, it
That's
is a
right.
genocide. Doesn't matter how many times they say it's not. And remember, Biden said, "Oh, what they're doing is just wrong." He said that, but they come and say it's not a genocide.
It
though.
ain't a genocide. Nope.
Then what is it? It's just wrong. What is wrong in your book? What is that? Give me the definition. Oh, my bad. You can't corner them with definitions because they're going to keep changing them.
Right. Wow.
That's what they do.
Wow. Rewrite them, yep.
That's
That's
what
true.
fluid
Yeah,
definition is.
that's true.
The hell is this? Y'all have somebody has some?
It's just killing Cap. Hey, on real quick, give me Obadiah 4, 5, and 6 real quick on the
4,
read it
5,
quick.
and 6.
Yeah, because you open it up on because you ask on the winter they gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop until they cleared out all the land because they can't stop. Read that.
Can't stop.
The book of Obadiah.
Take that.
Verse 4.
Read.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Read.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
All right, talking about the wicked or Esau. Read.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Read.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
All right. God is saying on the characteristics about this white man. He can't get enough. All right. So once he starts killing, he gonna kill until the whole land is all right. I'm wiped off. Read.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Read.
How are the things of Esau searched out?
How are you searched out, Esau? By the prophets. Read.
How are his hidden things sought up?
All right, the Most High is bringing out your characteristics. Connor. That's why we can tell on who is who in these last days.
You all
That's
right. What's that? That's Thessalonians, the man of sin is
Yep.
being revealed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir. All praises.
All praise.
Yeah, you had something.
Yes, sir. I want to precept the back of Officer David. Let me get that in Sirach 42 and verse 18. About the Lord's going to reveal this man, all right? His evils, everything he's been doing throughout time, it's turning, it's getting shown. So everyone's going to see the wickedness and their lies. Read.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43 and verse 18. 42 and verse 18.
Come on.
He seeketh out the deep and the heart and considereth their crafty devices.
He's considering the crafty devices. Read.
For the Lord knoweth all that may be known. And he beholdeth the signs of the world.
He beholdeth the signs of the world. Read on.
He declareth the things that are past and for to come, and revealeth the steps of hidden things.
And that's what he's revealing. He's showing the prophets, like how that meme that Cap showed us, how a snake is literally killing a fish, but to American news, to Esau news, you're getting fooled into believing this snake is saving a fish. But God is revealing to his prophets to show you the truth. Like, no, this man is a snake. He's going to bite and he's going to kill you. All right?
Hey, no, that's good. That's good. Give me Psalms, because you bring out the crafty, right? That's what. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 33. All right, Psalms chapter 33. Go with the officer just bring out. All right, watch this. Psalms 33 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 10.
Come on.
The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught.
It says the Lord is going to bring the counsel of the heathen to naught. In this case, it's talking about the liars, talking about the crafty.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
He maketh the devices of the people of none effect.
Right, and maketh the devices of the people. What are the devices that they use? Is the media. All right, how they like to twist the narrative.
Right.
Why? Because it's in the power of their hand to do so.
Yeah,
they can do that. Just like it talked about in Wisdom of Solomon too. They changed the laws. They use the popular persuasions.
Right.
First Ezra 5. You understand? This is what they do. But it's all right. That's all right. The Lord say it's gonna be brought to naught. Right. What's next, IT? It's got to be the Biden thing. What's next?
Biden administration begins lengthy process to approve new $1 billion arms deal for Israel.
Bro, didn't he just say that he not finna send them no more weapons?
Hypocrite.
Come on now.
Liar.
Liar.
Wow.
Psalms 55. You got to bring this
Bring
out,
it out.
bro. Psalms 55, 21. You can never trust these guys. You can't.
No.
All right?
Anything.
Exactly. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Come on.
The words of his mouth
were smoother than butter.
Come on.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
It says, but war was in his heart. War is always in their heart. They'll tell you that just to egg you on, to appease you for a week or so. But then at the end of the day, remember, they're the ones that control all the... For example, this is how you know they control everything. You had South Africa, if I'm not mistaken, this is the third time they're going to the ICJ to put a ceasefire request for Israel.
Right.
This is the third one. And we all know it's going to happen. It's going to get denied again. And there's nothing they can do about it. Why? Because they own that. They run it all.
Everything.
Right.
Yep.
It don't matter what you say. All right. Read some of that, please.
Some of that, please.
Read some of the article, please. Thank you.
The Biden administration on Tuesday began the early stages of a process to move ahead with a new $1 billion arms deal for Israel, according to 2 congressional sources. The State Department has now opened discussions with the House Foreign Affairs and Senate Foreign Relations Committees about the possible sale due to the informal notification on Tuesday. There is no set timeline for when Congress would officially be notified of the sale, setting into motion a clock for its approval. The decision to get the wheels in motion for this new weapons deal comes as the Biden administration has paused the shipment of 2,000-pound bombs and 500-pound bombs to Israel, citing opposition to the weapons being used in the densely populated area of Rafah. The potential new $1 billion arms sale would include the potential transfer of $700 million in tank ammunition, $500 million in tactical vehicles, and $60 million in mortar rounds. One of the congressional sources confirmed.
You see that they're on the same page. As we're not going to read it, but Ezekiel 35:10, it talks about those 2 nations, Israel and America.
Yep.
All right, they are in cahoots. They're going to bring forth. Give me that the end of the world. Give me that 2nd Ezra 6. Let's get that real quick. 6 and 8. It's down to 9. Is that what I want? Let me hear that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Come on.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world.
It said that Esau is the end of the world. Come on.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Right, and Jacob, which is us, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we're going to follow after the end of this kingdom.
That's right.
In order for us to reign, in order for us to get the kingdom, this kingdom has to be destroyed.
Gotta go.
Right.
There's no other way. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon. You know that.
You know that's right.
Wisdom of Solomon 18:7. All right, we gotta get that Christianity mindset. We gotta kill that mindset.
Yes, sir.
All right, and getting us spirit of the Lord. Watch
Yes,
this.
That's right.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies.
Destruction of our enemies. Hey, what's going on with? Do y'all hear that?
Yes, sir.
Come on, IT. All right. I'm gonna just keep going. Do me a favor. There is a billboard. There's a billboard in Baghdad. All right, there's a billboard in Baghdad. I want you to put that up for me, please, IT. Put it on the screen. Now, I need you to zoom in. Okay. So, it says, so be free. So, you see in the back, you got the American flag, Capitol building, and on the far left, you got Amalek.
Yeah.
You have American soldiers dragging a black man.
Right.
Yeah.
You see that? Causing harm to protesters. You see that? But
Yes,
it says,
sir.
so be free.
Right.
So
Yes, sir.
it's showing you, first and foremost, they know who runs it. This is in Baghdad, so they know what time it is.
Yes,
It's the people over here in America, you understand, in Europe. They're the ones that's not seeing it clearly. All right, but the rest of the world sees it, and that's why come on, what'd y'all take it down for? That's why that's going to be their end. Why? Because the other nations, they're going to see that, and they're going to get tired of it. And we already know, according to prophecy, America is going to piss off NATO, and it's going to be a wrap.
That's
all
right.
right. But just to show you Everybody does not have their, give me that Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. All right? Watch this. Everybody is not, I say there's levels. The reason why I say that there's levels. Because yes, America, Israel, they run the world. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
But people in the Middle East and the other countries not affected so much by Western media, their eyes are open more. But they're still affected.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Watch this, Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7.
Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7.
Come on.
And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast.
Right, the mountain, that's talking, that mountain is going into Esau. So it says he's going to destroy the face of the what?
The face of the covering cast.
The face of the covering cast, go ahead.
Over all people.
Over all people. Who has the cast or the blinders on all people? Job 9 and 24.
Yeah. Bring it out. Yeah.
Your friendly neighborhood white man.
Yes.
Primarily United States of America and Israel.
That's
the
right.
Israelis, I should say, because they are not the people of God.
That's right.
Okay, read that.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right, it says the whole earth, all of the people are under this, how can I say, the cast, the covering cast. Come on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
Right, if not, where and who is he? The cast is, another word for the cast would be a lie. You understand? So put the billboard back up, all right? But in these last days, like Officer David alluded to, go to 2 Thessalonians 2:3. All right? This is what's taking place. I want you to keep the image up as we read the verse. Watch this.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Come on.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
Right, and that man of sin be revealed. That man of sin. What are we seeing? Amalek right there, and we're seeing America.
Right, yes, sir.
They are being revealed for the wickedness and the evil on the earth.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, so all praise to the Most High for that.
That's
right
all
there.
praise.
That's some good stuff.
It is.
That's some good stuff right there. All right, what else we got at T? What else we got?
Arab League calls for UN peacekeepers in occupied Palestinian territory.
Okay. You go to the next article. So Arab, you got the Arab League out there. We know it's just you got to wait on prophecy. 2 Ezra 15, Isaiah 14.
Right.
For them to get their minds together. All right, so they can attack the Assyrians, aka Amalek. Right.
That's right.
All right. Let's read this. This is Erdogan. My bad. Type in on Google. I forgot his first name. I apologize. He's the leader of Turkey. Could you type in Erdogan, Turkey? I want to get his name real quick. This is a statement from him going into what Amalek is doing.
Okay, yes,
All
sir.
right, watch this. Try to read it.
President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Erdogan, I like that. Let's give him a round of applause.
Okay.
I like that. Erdogan, let's go with Erdogan. Erdogan sounds better. Let's do that. Erdogan. All right, Erdogan, read it.
Do not assume that Israel will stop in Gaza. If not stop, this rogue state, this terrorist state.
See, terrorist state. That means
Right.
they
Yep.
can see what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
You understand? There's levels to it. There's levels to it. They see it.
Yeah.
They see the evil. Go back. Read it again.
Do not assume that Israel will stop in Gaza. If not stopped, this rogue state, this terrible terrorist state, will sooner or later set its sights on Anatolia with its delusions of the promised land.
With this what?
Delusions of the promised land.
Right, because remember, everybody not that stupid.
Right.
Right.
Hey, can you find the clip of him saying what he said? Man, you know the clip. I can't remember where it was at, but the dude that exposed them for being converts. Try to find that video from, I forget where it's at. Bishop bring it out like a few months ago. One of y'all know what I'm talking about. One of y'all got to know what I'm talking about. But it's delusion. Give me the one in Daniel 11:14 real quick. All right? Their delusion. They know that you understand? Everybody's not deceived. Majority of people, they know the history.
Right.
You understand? They know the history. That's why I said the delusion of the promised land. Because they not the original inhabitants. You understand that?
That's right.
That's what he's saying right there. It's a delusion. It's a lie. It's a fairy tale. Read that.
Daniel chapter 11 and verse 14.
They're imposters. Come on.
And in those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south.
Go ahead.
Also the robbers of thy people.
The what?
The robbers of thy people.
Right, the robbers of thy people. Who are God's people? The Israelites.
That's right.
All right, now give me the one in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 16. Watch this.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Right. We esteem Amalek as counterfeits. They not the real people of God. Neither is that their land. Go ahead.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Right.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father.
Right. Hey, anybody got close to what I'm looking for? You have an idea? You got something? Nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. That ain't even it. All right, read the verse again. We're going to just keep it moving. Maybe when we chop this up, we could actually put the video and we re-release it. Let's do it like that. Cool. Because I can't even remember. I can't get mad at IT. All right, read that verse again.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 16.
Go ahead.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Go ahead.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father.
Right, and we make our boast that God is our father. Because he is. Because he is our father. So hey, let's keep it moving, man, because we got a lot in store. What's next? I would love to play that clip right there. What's this?
Israel-Hamas war. IDF tanks.
All right. So that's the end of today's war report. We got to get it in. I'm sorry. All right, all praises. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe. But hey, press the like button.
That's right.
We got like 1.3 or whatever. Press like. All right, to kickstart the algorithm, we need y'all to share it.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, let's get into the next segment. Play the clip. Ooh. All right, this is today's topic of Oh, let's give it up for IT. Just clap your hands, everybody.
Okay.
They just remixing on the fly.
Yeah. Hey, but they did.
That's
it
tight.
was
They did
cold
their
though.
thing.
I ain't gonna lie.
Cold.
They
That's fire.
did do their thing with the thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to the
That's
thumbnail
right.
team. The young brothers did their thing. Came together. Why you?
Cap, is that you?
Oh my God.
What is wrong with
Okay,
this
I'm tripping. My bad. I'm like, hold on. I'm looking. Looks similar.
Oh my God.
He confused.
He's confused. Who is that? Who is that, IT? Who is it? Huh? It is me? Okay, little size. It's
You
me.
don't think that look like Cap?
I'm saying, yes, that's Cap, man, but I'm just making sure.
Just look at him.
Have you been prepping?
All right, so brothers and sisters, that's the question. Have you been prepping? Hey, leadership put it out.
Yes.
And they reminded us over and over again, but
while ago.
should they have to keep reminding us?
No, sir.
No, they should not have to keep reminding us. I just want to go over a few steps of prepping, okay? We're going to get to like the big prepping, but I kind of want to segue into it. I want to start off at the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter real quick, all right? Because it all starts with our spirits. That's first and foremost in regards to preparing for what's to come. Give me that one in Jeremiah 30 and 6 first. What are we preparing to come? We're going to read that right here. All right, watch this, Jeremiah 30.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Go ahead.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And as we were talking about earlier when it came to the weather report, right? When it came to the Lord visiting the earth, we understand that this time is coming close. Right. Because as we see that, all right, we got to understand that his return is coming, but before his return, we're going to have to be afflicted. You understand? We're going to have to be seriously afflicted. All right, so give me the one in Sirach 2:17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 17.
Come on.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
It says, if you fear the Lord, you shouldn't have to be told to prepare and humble yourself. This is what you should be doing. For example, jump up to 1:19. I know I go to this one. Sirach 1:19.
The book of Sirach.
Watch this.
Chapter 1, verse 19. Wisdom reigneth down skill.
Come on.
And knowledge of understanding, and exalteth them to honor that hold her fast.
Right. It exalts you to honor who hold what fast? Wisdom, which is the application of God's commandments.
Right.
So it also says in Sirach 2:17, those who fear the Lord, they're going to do what? Read it again for us.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
Right, in his sight. So that's first and foremost. We got to prepare ourselves and we got to humble ourselves.
Yes, sir.
That's talking about what? Be subject one to another.
That's right.
As unto God. We have to humble ourselves, all right? We have to prepare, study. You understand? We got to fast, okay? If I go there, I'll go on a tangent. So let's keep it right there. I'm trying to stay on topic.
Sure.
Okay, from there, I want to talk about the life of a prophet, okay? Give me Matthew chapter 10, okay? And I think it's verse 20.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
So it's talking about in that day, all right, when we are delivered up, okay? Read on.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Right. So we're going there that route for a reason. Hey, who's going to get the blunt of the affliction? Those leaders.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
And those wives and those children aren't going to be exempt. You understand? But we have to prepare and get things in place and get things lined up. I have a video, the one that's talked about will and trust. Play that one for me real quick. I want y'all to pay close attention. So this is some good knowledge right here. This is some good knowledge. Watch this. Play that.
One of the biggest scams in real estate is a will. Every parent's dream is to one day give their home to their kids, but every parent's doing it wrong and it's costing them tens of thousands of dollars. Because as far back as the Roman times, estates have basically always been passed down through wills. But in order to go through a will today, you have to go through probate, where the courts distribute all the things listed on your will after you die and who it'll go to. But in order for probate to
So it say, if you do a typical will, it says the courts still have the power to decide where your belongings and your assets and you know what I'm saying, where your stuff goes. Wow. All right, watch this. Go ahead. Rewind it about 5 seconds, please.
Where the courts distribute all the things listed on your will after you die and who it'll go to. But in order for probate to even do that, it costs about 8% of the gross value of your estate. So let's say you have a $750,000 house. That's $60,000 your kids will lose, and that doesn't even include what the creditors are gonna take or what the government's gonna take. So if you wanna leave your home to your kids after you die and you don't want them to be left with nothing, you're gonna instead do what the rich do and first call up an estate planning attorney and ask them to put your home in a trust and add them as the beneficiaries of that trust. Then second, if there's a mortgage on the home, you're gonna get something called term insurance and make sure that it covers the balance of the home. This way when you die, the trust will go on, which means the home won't go into probate, and because of the term insurance, your kids won't be stuck with a mortgage payment or left with a huge balance they have to pay off.
Hey, that's some valuable information right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All praise.
That's good stuff right there. Give me Proverbs 11. All right, not 11. Give me Proverbs 13. Let me look. Just make sure I got it. Give me Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 22.
The
Watch
book
this.
of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children.
Read it again.
A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. And the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
All right, so the point that we want to focus on, it says a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. So that's going into not just your own, your grandkids, and you keep it going. You understand? You pass, you know how you've heard like, grandmama's house is passed down from generation to generation. That's what we want to be able to do.
That's
right. All right, brothers and sisters, we ain't going to be here forever, so let's stop acting like it. We got to prepare to leave as well, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's the most important thing. All right, we have to prepare to
And you know
exit.
that's right.
Prepare to exit. All right. So that's that. Y'all had anything? Because I got a few things I want to touch before I get into it. If you don't, it's cool. All right. Give me 2nd Ezra 15. Okay. I want to talk about famine. We're going to talk about blackouts. We're going to talk about stuff like that. All right. Give me 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Watch this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Upon where?
Upon the world.
So those who wanna jump ship and go to Cairo, Egypt, you're gonna leave America and run into another plague.
Come on now, dog.
That's what the Bible's saying right there. Read it again, please.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Come on.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
It says sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. Is there some more on that?
No, sir. That was it.
Okay. From there, give me the one in Joel real quick. Talk about Day of the Lord. That one just came to my mind. Talking about those who want to flee America.
Right.
All right. Those who want to flee America, and you're going to run into even more danger. Is that what I want? Is it Joel 2? No, I don't think that's the one. I think I had a misfire. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Oh, it's Amos. I'm sorry. It's not Joel. It's Amos. Excuse me. Go to Amos 5. Let's go to Amos chapter 5. All right. And give me verse 18. Let's read that.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18.
Go ahead.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Come on.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Verse 19. This is the point I wanted. Watch this.
And if a man did flee from a lion.
Right. So if you did flee from the persecution in America, go ahead.
And a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
It's just saying it's going, you can't escape it.
Ain't no escape.
You can't escape it. Just like, Jacob's trouble, like, for example, we're going to be hemmed up in certain places. Yeah, we're going to flee to this place. It may be calm at that time, but you ain't going to be able to just stay there.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
What is being taught out there is that you could flee the affliction to come, which is not in the scriptures. No, we are going to have to go through Jacob's trouble in order to get to the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
All right, and that's what this particular topic of the day is going into.
Right.
All right. From there, let's go back to 2nd Ezra. Then I have a scripture in Ezekiel talking about that famine. All right. So, brothers and sisters, no matter where we're scattered, okay, we're going to have plans in place and things of that nature. But understand, you can't just say, hey, I don't want to go through it. No, that's not an option.
Right.
We have to go through it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Read that.
Right.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5.
Come on.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Now go to Ezekiel 12. All right, 12 and 16. All right, Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 16. All right, so understanding, yes, some of us will die. But not all of us. All of us will not die. That's why we got to make sure we prepping, stocking up for the famine, getting supplies for the blackouts.
That's
all right. Read that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 16.
Watch that.
But I will leave a few men of them from the sword.
So the Lord said he'll leave a few of us. He's going to leave some back. All of us not going to perish. Go ahead.
From the famine and from the pestilence, that they may declare all their abominations among the heathen whither they come.
Right. So the Lord is telling us what? Some of us are still going to be here. So with that being said, with that knowledge, we got to move as such. Speaking of the famine, could you give me the, it's talked about the restaurant apocalypse. All right, just to show you. Play that for us real quick.
And that the U.S. economy is headed in the wrong direction. When the economy
hey, why you sound like a TD Chick? Who swallowed?
How you do?
I'm sorry, y'all. Play it again from the top, please.
To the restaurants in your area to understand that the U.S. economy is headed in the wrong direction. When the economy is booming, restaurants are full and chains open more locations to expand their businesses. But when the economy is struggling, restaurants get increasingly emptier and underperforming locations go belly up. Sadly, it seems that a restaurant apocalypse has started to sweep across the country this year. Faced with higher living expenses, most households have very little discretionary
Hey, for
income
the
to
sake of
spend
time,
as
you
a
can take
result.
that down. But for those, in your respective cities, I know I ride around Tallahassee, like restaurants closing all the time.
All the time. Yes,
I know
sir.
I read they said like they're about to close like a few hundred Red Lobsters or whatnot. So you're gonna keep seeing these things as we get closer.
Right.
All right. Give me the one in Genesis with the forefathers.
That's all right.
Okay. All right. We got to take a page out of our forefathers' book. Okay. Genesis 41. We're gonna jump around a few verses. Start at 25. Let me hear that.
Genesis chapter 41, verse 25.
Go ahead.
And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Right. So he had a dream. All right. The famine was coming. All right. So Joseph gave him advice on how to prepare for the 7-year famine. All right. Jump down to verse 34.
Verse 34.
Go ahead.
Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities.
Come on.
And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine.
Right. So it says that food shall be, all right, shall be a succor for the 7-year famine. So we got to understand, hey, we've already seen, you remember 2020?
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't want to say they might, you already,
Right,
that,
right. Yes, sir. Right.
So we remember that. We had no idea how long it was going to be. Okay. A lot of people I know here locally had blackouts for like over 5 days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when you're not prepared, that's when you run into issues. Think about it. Blackout hit when it's like real, there ain't gonna be no hotels to go to. You understand?
Nope.
You can't just go to no. Right?
No.
Everybody's gonna be without power. So you got to be in that mindset. So I mean, what? You got to stock up on certain items.
That's right.
Like our brothers and sisters, like I'm thinking like medical wise, I need oxygen and things of
Yes,
that
sir.
nature.
Yep.
You're going to you're gonna have to think about these things. All right, medicine, certain medicines, medication. You're gonna have to stock up on these things, brothers and sisters. That's the type of mindset. Y'all have something?
Nah, that's good.
Okay, if you got
That's good.
something,
That's
just
good.
let it be known. But just a few things I want to go over. Make sure we in the right mindset.
Right.
This is your place for end time news, so we got to keep it real. Like this
Right.
stuff is gonna happen, so we want to do our due diligence and helping the people get in the right mindset.
That's right.
And throw you some suggestions. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna hold back some things today. And Lord's will, next month we'll go do another one.
Again, yes, sir.
And do another one again. So that's that in regards to preparation on the famine. Give me the book of First Maccabees. Okay. Give me First Maccabees chapter 1 and 53. All right, because we kind of talked about the medical, but think about the type of physical shape we will also need to be in, family. All right, for Captain
Yes,
Shim's
sir.
been teaching this since I've known Captain Shim.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So he's been going on this for a long, long time. All right, and it's to help us. Think about it. Why would you get offended if somebody's trying to help you? If you're fat, that means you're unhealthy.
Right.
Right.
I don't care if you say, "Oh, my heart's fine," but you're fat though. You're fat. Okay.
Right.
What about if you just gotta move and you gotta take off running?
Right.
I don't care how healthy your heart is. Your fat self is gonna get out of breath
In 20 seconds.
and break a freaking ankle
Right. Pull a muscle.
because you're too fat. You understand? It's true.
It's true. Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying I'm putting emphasis on the fat so it can. I'm getting offended every time I hear it. I'm doing it on purpose so
Yes,
you be
sir.
like, "Hey, that is true. That is
Stop
true.
being fat.
Stop being fat."
Right.
Okay, because you're going to hold. Hey, now check it out. Hate to put it to you like this, but it is what it is. What if your fatness is the reason why your son or daughter gets killed?
Damn.
Bring it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's true, yeah.
You don't think about stuff like that because you're too fat and big. You couldn't hide.
Right.
You couldn't fit through something.
You couldn't go fast
You couldn't
enough.
get over
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
And you caused someone you love to die.
Right.
Nobody thought the fatness could go there. They just thought it was a bunch of fat jokes until somebody dies because of your fatness.
Right.
So give me that verse. I know they be like, Cap, you vicious, man.
It's unhealthy.
But
It's
it's
the
true.
truth, though.
It
There
is the
you
truth.
go, there you
Let's keep it real. It is the truth. So read it.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 53.
Come on.
And drove the Israelites into secret places.
Right. Why? Because the Greeks was afflicting us. They're trying to kill us. So we had to go into secret places. It ain't that secret when you hear, hey, bro, be quiet. I'm tired.
Damn.
Oh, there they go. I'm sorry.
They right there. They right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Cap,
Yes.
hey, I sent a video because you said exactly what, like, hey, what if you're too out of shape that you cannot save your children? And this popped into my mind.
Right.
Y'all got the link I just posted? Yeah, go ahead and play that because this can happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're not physically working out now when you can.
Now the
Go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead. Yeah, right here.
heart-stopping video of a baby stroller getting away from a babysitter and rolling right toward a busy highway.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
excellent.
a
Yes.
fast
She can't even stand up, man.
God.
Right. Just
Play
moving
it.
Good Samaritan was right there to save the day. Here's Liz Trent.
It's a heart-stopping moment. A stroller with a baby boy inside rolling straight into speeding traffic. The baby is in the care of his great aunt. Suddenly, she realizes a nightmare is unfolding, but falls as she tries to give chase.
The woman was at a car wash and was putting the baby in the car. It was a gusty day and a blast of
That's
wind.
exactly what we're going into.
That is an excellent video right there. The visual depiction of it. You got, you don't want that to happen.
Right.
So go back to finish that verse for us, please.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 53.
Come on.
And drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for succor.
Flee for what?
For succor.
Succor is for comfort, for safety.
Right.
You trying to flee for succor, but hey, maybe the succor is like really small that you need to get through, but now you got. And because you got, now you letting the person that was on your tail find y'all's hiding spot.
Right. Now everybody got it. Yep.
Now everybody find out where y'all at. Give me Timothy. Give me Timothy real quick. All right. Give me what is it? Yeah, 1 Timothy 4. 1 Timothy 4. And verse 8. I want to read that real quick.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
For bodily exercise profiteth little.
It's a bodily exercise profiteth little, but there is a profit to it.
Right.
And we're going to need bodily exercise as we get ready for these last days.
That's
right. All right. Hey, brothers and sisters with serious health problems, hey, that should be the motivation. Because some things can be corrected or changed. Not everything. I know some brothers and sisters have serious medical issues where that's just what it is. But for those who can reverse it, now's the time to reverse it.
Right.
All right. Now is the time to reverse it. Don't wait when you know good and well you could have just changed your diet, worked out, got yourself right, and then now you fall into a serious situation, and now you're like, dang. I could have prevented all of this, but you didn't.
Right.
All right, so now's the time. Give me Acts 12. All right, just to show you, we read in the Maccabean period with the Greeks. All right, now we reading in the Romans, the same persecution that was going on. Watch this, Romans chapter 12.
The book of Acts chapter 12 and verse 12. And when he had considered the things, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying.
Right, so read it again for me. I'm sorry.
And when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John.
Right, so remember, this is when Peter got out of prison. Okay, the angel came and delivered him. And he came into the house of Mary. This right here, what you call a safe house. Go to Acts 11 and 19. Okay, remember, our forefathers was going through, and foremothers. That's something we can't forget either. Our sisters tend to forget that, hey, if you in this truth too, they're coming for you too.
Right.
Okay? That's why marriage is an honorable thing. Let your husband protect you, and you single sisters be in good standing.
That's right.
All right? And be in communication. Read that, Acts 11 and 19.
Acts chapter 11, verse 19. Now they which were scattered abroad upon the persecution that arose about Stephen traveled as far as Phoenice and Cyprus.
Right, so it's showing you what? Yes, we were being persecuted. We were being hunted. Greek it's going to be the same thing, brothers and
Right.
sisters.
Yep.
It's going to be the
That's
exact
right.
same thing. So we're going to have to be able, nimble, you understand, able to move and go at any given time. Now go back to Acts 12 and 12, finish that out.
Acts chapter 12, verse 12.
Come on.
And when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying.
Right. Now give me Daniel 1. All right. What time is it? Okay. All right, we're doing good on time. And I ain't gonna lie. Maybe we do these once a month, maybe. Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, in the chat, y'all want to see these once a month, or y'all like the normal topic of the day? Comments. I'm looking at the comments now. Do y'all want to see like us go over this once a month, or what y'all like? Y'all like the normal topic of the day? What y'all want to see? Okay. Say something. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So okay.
Yes, all of it.
All right. So yeah, we'll see. I know it may be delayed a little. Okay. They like that once a month.
Once a month.
All
yeah.
praise.
Okay. Somebody said hell once a week. All right. Okay. All right. They want to see it more. So because you can only go over so much.
Right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So what we gonna do? Give me that in Daniel about the science. Give me that one real quick. It's like 1 and 3. They knew science. Okay,
Yes, sir. I got it.
You got it? Okay,
Yes, sir.
read it.
The book of Daniel, chapter 1 and verse 4. Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skillful in all wisdom,
Skillful in all wisdom, come on.
and cunning in knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace.
Come on.
And whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans.
Right. So on average, it says majority of humans can only go 3 days without water. Those are the ones who never fast. Those are the ones who diet ain't too good. For the typical person, 3 days without water, they're going to be some serious trouble. It's not always fatal after those 3 days, but majority of people can't go past 3 days without water. It's not recommended. That's when you're going to start running into issues.
Yes, sir.
So give me was that Matthew 11? No, 21 and 19. Excuse me. That's what I want, right? Matthew 21 and 19.
The book of Matthew, chapter 21 and verse 19. And when he saw a fig tree in the way.
That's not it. 17:21. 17:21. I apologize.
The book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
Prayer and fasting. Very, very, very important. All right, because the more you fast, you're conditioning your body. Just like if you start running, you may not be able to run a mile within a month, but you keep doing it, you could do it that second month.
Right. Yes,
So you
sir.
conditioning your body. The more you fast, the longer you can fast.
Right.
It's true. If you
And you
want
know
to
that's
fast
right.
2 days straight, all right, just fast once a day for a month every week, and then do the 2 days month too.
Yes, sir.
It's true. You build your way up. And this is how you really do it. If you really want to get to that level where you could fast like 4 or 5 days straight, this is how you do it. All right, let's say you fast Sunday, right? You eat one meal that Monday, right? And then drink water that Tuesday. Only water. I'm not saying a lot, just drink enough. Okay? Then eat one meal that Wednesday. Fast that Thursday. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next day, one meal, then drink water. So like you're gradually doing it. You're training your body
Right.
before
Yes,
you
sir.
just plunge into it. Then the
You're
next
building
week,
yourself up.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next week you could do, if you're serious, you may not be ready for it. It depends on who you are, the individual. You might be able to, the next week, you may be able to dive into that Sunday, Monday, 2 days in a row. Then after that, eat a meal one day, eat a meal the next day, water the next day, and then a meal the next day, then jump into a fast again.
Right.
You understand? So if you really want to build yourself up, that's how you do it. You can do it. It's just that your mind may not be ready, meaning your spirit. And that's why we started off with Sirach 2 and 17. I want to go full circle, read that verse again, and then we're going to go through some items to prepare with. And then we're going to do a rundown real quick. So read Sirach 2:17 again for me.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 17.
Go ahead.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
Right. You're going to prepare yourself if you fear the Lord.
That's right.
Meaning what? You know the famine's coming. You know the source. You know the pestilence. You know all of this is coming. So if you're serious, you would do it. So you shouldn't have to have someone keep reminding you to do what you need to do.
That's right.
All right,
you know
so
that's right.
I talked about the 3 days without water. All right. Typically, and it's not saying you're going to be in the best health, but you can go like 3 weeks without food, the normal human. That's why I say we're going over scientific fact.
Right,
Like
yeah.
this is there. This is out there. All right. Now, in regards to like blackout, in regards to like a natural disaster, or when they start coming for us, this is how Esau goes about doing it. They give it a 3-day countdown before people start getting desperate. Meaning, if you in a city, no water, no food, no police, no hospital, you probably want to get out of there within 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
Or find some place where nobody going to find you, because at that 3rd day, that's when people start getting desperate.
Panic,
and that's when they start coming for you. You understand? So these are just things, just little hints,
All praise, yes,
you
sir.
know, that you might want to write down, go back, watch the class again, or whatever. Now, I want to talk about items that go in what's called a bug-out bag, all right? And I want to give 2 websites. Could you write this on the lower third, IT? On the topic of the day, lower third? I don't know. Wherever you could put it at, okay? Type this one in is www.4patriot. It's the number 4 patriots.com. All right, they got the bug out bags there. Okay, they got other good items too. You know, like generators, solar power generators, the phone chargers, radios. You know, heating. You know how to heat water. You know, water purifiers. They got all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's a place right there. The next one is called theprepared.com. It's ThePrepared, theprepared.com. All right. So those are 2 right there. So, hey, for the sake of time, maybe next time we can go over like the bug out bass. I got,
right.
trust me, I can keep doing this. You got a lot of information.
Good, Kev.
All right, so all praise to the Most High. So that's this week's topic of the day. Let's get into the rundown. IT, y'all ready? Play the clip. All right.
Replacement and upheaval.
You going to read classroom drama by any chance? We want to touch that?
Classroom drama.
Well, all right.
There you go.
Well, read that up top, please.
Tennessee lawmakers pass a bill granting teachers and school staff the right to carry firearms.
It's a video, right? All right, play that.
Wow!
That's too loud, yo. All right, we just gonna take this one off. They yelling. All right, so yeah, they trying to arm the teachers.
The teachers, yes, sir.
Yeah, they trying to arm the teachers. Hey, we shouldn't be in the public schools at this point anyway, man.
No.
Right.
All right, so hey, it's time to get your children on out of there, because you know who they gonna come
you know
for.
that's right.
Yes, sir.
They ain't gonna come for their own.
Right, exactly.
You understand? What else we got? Bird food outbreak.
Bird food outbreak.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh.
Did he just
They
do
did
an
the
audible
live.
live?
Hey, they did a live cap. That
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
All right, just play it. We got to go after this. They go. Oh my goodness.
Outbreak of bird flu affecting several dairy herds across the United States. CBS medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder told us Monday that researchers are worried the virus may mutate into something humans can transmit, but says the risk to food is low. We've also been following another potential threat, E. coli. A federal recall is affecting more than 16,000 pounds of ground beef sold in Walmart stores in 11 states, as well as organic shelled walnuts sold in natural food and co-op stores across 19 states. An estimated 265,000 Americans are sickened by E. coli each year. Here to discuss is Michael Warby.
All right,
He's
so
the head of the
hey, just like the scripture says, sword, famine, pestilence. These are the things that's going on. Hey, but hey, that's our job. We got to bring this news to the people.
That's right.
Give you an end times news. Hey, but we signing off. This has been another episode of the Writings on the Wall radio show. Giving all praise to the Most High and Son Jesus Christ. I'm your host, Captain Mattathias, to my right.
Shalom Israel, I'm Officer Los Sias.
Shalom Israel, Officer Malachi.
Shalom Israel, Officer Samson.
All right, family, I'm Officer David.
Hey, Lord's will. Oh, next week is the new moon, so we won't be back. But Lord's will be back
The following week. Yes, sir.
And with that, we say
Shalom. Shalom, Israel.